What's wrong? You just sat down so low powered. We have a show to do. We haven't seen our friends in so long. How are you? Welcome to season 2, episode 11 of Equilibrium. I'm Bria.
I'm Tim.
Why are you making that face?
It's just so high powered and I'm so hungry.
Happy Black History Month. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy February.
Happy all of the above.
Which one is most important?
Everyone lived another day to see this episode.
Great. Speaking of Black History Month, which is the most important, I have a trivia game prepared for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
I think you can really do it. It's like really simple questions. I was going to do like really fun stuff, but I was like, you need to learn something in the process as well.
I don't think I'll be learning anything today.
You're always learning, Tim.
Hmm.
Okay, so where was MLK born?
Atlanta.
That's correct, yes. Okay, so who
We lived
stars...
here.
Okay, well that's why it was an obvious question. That's the first one to start off like slow for you.
Well, you act like I wasn't going to know it.
You probably won't know these other answers.
I won't.
Who stars in and created the show Atlanta?
Kid Cudi.
No, that's not his name. You're only saying that because I brought him up the other day. Went down this full deep dive of like Kid Cudi songs. Anyway,
I don't know.
is that your final?
He has 2 names. I don't remember it.
Is that your final answer? 2 names?
I mean, like he has a real name and he has like a...
Don't we all?
Okay, goodbye.
His name is Donald Glover
Okay.
/ Childish Gambino. Can you name one Childish Gambino song?
I don't listen to him.
What else has he been in?
I don't know, that song that went viral
No,
last year.
as in a show. But also wasn't last year. It was like 2017.
Well, everything works.
Anyway,
these days.
who was the first African American woman in space?
Mae Jemison. You have her on our wall.
I didn't know if you knew what her name was. I feel like you never pay attention to me.
I ordered that for you.
I don't care. Who was the first African American Heisman winner? It's gonna be a hard one. I have to Google it myself.
Mark Ingram.
Correct. In 1961, it was Ernie Davis. Do you like the name Ernie?
No.
Okay. That's all I have. I didn't want to like overload us with like trivia.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Did you enjoy the game? Did you learn something new?
It was great. I learned so much.
Well, happy Black History Month, Tim.
Happy Black History Month.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So let's go ahead and jump right into my news. There's.
I need something to drink.
Are you thirsty?
I'm kidding. Let's
You're thirsty,
proceed.
hungry. There's so many things wrong
I'm
with you.
suffering.
Prepare before the show.
I'm suffering.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Okay, so Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died in a
Odd energy to start that with.
Okay.
It's like a very depressing thing to start so like cheerfully.
I'm just a cheerful person.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe I'll do something else and then we can like come off of that.
Maybe you can just like go through it now in like a cheerful way, celebrate their life.
Right. On a great note is that he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame early.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how many rings he's won over the course of his career?
I believe 5, yes.
Correct. I was going to ask you that, but I thought that'd be too obvious because it was like just in the news.
Yeah, I wasn't really like paying attention. I was like really down in the dumps over it. Really depressed.
Is that one of your favorite athletes?
Absolutely, yes.
Wow, who are your top 5 favorite athletes?
Top 5, that's
Okay,
too
top
much
2.
on the spot. Oof.
Top 3.
Oof.
Let me see if I can guess them.
Current or
Let me
all
see.
time?
All time. Let me see if I can guess them. So.
You don't know my number 1 overall.
Didier?
Okay, yeah, I was thinking football. Top 3 athletes, yeah, Didier's up there.
Okay, Didier Drogba, which is a soccer player.
Mm-hmm.
Messi?
No.
Okay, so Didier Drogba? I don't know.
Sean Alexander.
I don't even know who that
Yeah,
is.
probably
Is that a football player?
Yeah. He set the NFL record for rushing touchdowns 1 year. He played at Alabama. I was a big Bama fan when I was 7.
Wow, do you know who my 3 favorite athletes are?
No, I don't. I didn't even know you had 3 favorite athletes.
Yeah, I have 3 favorites of everything.
It's probably like a tennis player and 2 other tennis players.
Okay, so they are Serena Williams. I love Rafael Nadal, which is both tennis players, and Neymar, which is a soccer player.
You've never even watched it.
How do you know what I've been doing in my spare time? You don't know? Anyway, so Sierra is now pregnant with her third baby, the second one with Russell Wilson. It's their second baby together. We don't know if it's a boy or girl. So that's congratulations to them. Lots of new movies came out. Harley Quinn did not perform well at the box office. That's starring Margot Robbie. Gosh, my R's are so bad.
Take your time.
We gotta get through this news. I'm so excited. You're a toddler. You have a belly of a toddler. So the photograph came out.
I want to go see that Margot Robbie movie.
Why?
I don't know. I like what was it, Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
It was like the best DC comic movie they've made.
We can go see it, but you tell me because you are so busy.
Well, yes.
You're either eating or doing whatever.
Okay, continue.
Pretending to run.
Pretending.
Fast and Furious 9, the trailer for that came out, and Han is back. What do you think about that? Tim is a die-hard Fast and Furious fan and made me watch like all 7 of them, 6 of them when I first met him. It was like, let's do this together.
The first 6 were great. The 7th was pretty bad, and they should have ended it there with like Paul Walker's death should have served as like the death of the whole series.
It really should.
And they didn't even kill him off in the movies, which is totally stupid.
In the Fast and Furious universe, they do not kill anyone.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Also, Wonder Woman got...
In these movies, like, and stuff, like Walking Dead.
So you make fun of me for being cheerful about...
It's not like real death. These people aren't actually
Paul Walker
dying.
did die.
Yeah, not in the movie though. You need some death in your movies.
You've been watching too much. I think my white man news coming out.
Wow.
To all the boys I've loved before.
You just got flagged on YouTube.
To all the boys I've loved before, Netflix film came out so good. I love that. I love the whole series.
Okay.
It's not the same thing as Always Be My Maybe. I know what you're gonna say.
And
it's also not the same thing as Crazy Rich Asians.
You're racist for thinking.
You always say things like that.
I got those 2 confused, but not just because it has Asian people.
Yes, it is.
No.
That's all the news. Oh, well,
Power, yeah. Power's over.
Power came out, and I love it. The series finale came on, and...
You didn't love the finale.
Okay, I didn't love the finale. I did love... I mean, it was fun. I'm glad they, like, wrapped up everything.
You like Tommy's finale, which so did we all. Tommy is our favorite character.
He is. And I'm glad he survived. Everyone else, I think, got what they deserved. I'm sad that Keisha didn't get any money. She didn't get... She's in jail.
She deserves to be in jail. Trying to play that man. That man didn't do anything.
That was really sad. I don't know why she tried to ruin 2 families in the process. So anyway, they're supposed to have like a whole bunch of spin-offs. I don't know if I'm going to tune into that, but we'll see.
I'll watch a couple of them.
Like the Tariq, Tommy.
I watch
prequel.
Tommy. I watched the prequel, and if that's the one with 50 in it, I'll watch that.
I think he's getting his own, like
if
the
he gets his own, I'd watch that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'll watch the Tariq one, Tommy, and the prequel. But I'm like, this is too much. I feel like when they do that, they dilute the greatness of the original.
Yeah, that's what happened with Walking Dead. Like, they have so many spin-offs now. It's like, come on.
They should end The Walking Dead when Rick died. I almost had another problem.
He didn't die though.
Oh, when he like left and
they shouldn't have killed off his son. They should have like wrapped up the series somehow with that. But I don't know.
We'll see. I'm sorry. What is that?
What do you mean?
What are you?
Making sure the belly is flat.
By sucking it all in. You look really uncomfortable right now. You can breathe.
I'm comfortable. I'm breathing.
I don't think. Okay.
I've been running, getting fit. Slimming down.
What are you getting so fit for?
Getting washboard abs for summer.
I don't think you've ever had washboard abs.
I have in 2013.
No, you did not. I knew you.
They peaked in about
oh my
2013.
Then
I stopped working out completely.
I don't believe you at all.
I don't care.
If there are no photos to prove it did not happen.
Well, maybe there are pictures. I'm just not showing you.
Okay, Tim.
Yep.
I know everything about you.
You've
never had abs.
Okay.
Your legs were the same size.
And that's why your friend was trying to touch my abs.
Wow.
That was your friend.
Wow. You know when, wow, I'm just so hurt and taking a back.
Well, that was her. Should have gotten onto her.
I feel like it's like one of those memes where it's like you get angry about when you think about that your boyfriend or your husband liked girls before you. It's like, why was he existing before me?
I don't like her.
But it's like one of those. That was the point of like the joke. Like there were.
Yeah, I get that, but it was too close. I don't like her.
I'm just really in a dark place now. I don't want to talk about it. What's your news?
Okay, I don't really have any news because my job has been consuming my life.
This is your job.
This is tax accounting season, so.
It's your season 365.
I mean, like basically, yeah, because I'm with the Big Four, but.
What is? That's not your thing.
Okay. But yeah, so don't ask me to do your taxes. I don't do that kind of taxes.
I don't know if anyone was about to ask you that.
Anytime you tell somebody you're a tax accountant, they're like, "Oh, can you help me with my taxes?" No, I can't. I don't work on individual like peasant work.
Great.
Yeah.
Back to what Equilibrium was about. No one came here to talk about tax season.
I wanted to talk about my
That's
life,
all you talk
that's
about.
That's all the news I have. We did have the Super Bowl, so that's that.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs, they won, I guess.
Who are they playing?
I don't even remember. I stopped watching.
The 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh, that was right? I just made that up.
You're right.
I'm always right.
I don't know. It was boring. I fell asleep on it. I only woke up for the halftime show, which was actually one of the better ones during my lifetime.
It was good.
Yeah. The Boomers didn't like it because had too much Hispanic influence, and those like build the wall kind of people were not happy with it.
Just got us flagged again.
Yep. So definitely did not appreciate the kids in cages, which.
You know, while I was on, I didn't even notice it. And then looking back at it, I'm like, wow, really great touch. And like the flag.
I thought Shakira was doing something with the rope. I didn't remember what. Like I don't remember. I read something after like it actually stood for something. But like when it was happening, I thought that had something to do with like the whole ICE build the wall issue in America. But I don't think it did. I think it had something to do with something overseas.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I did think about that when it was happening.
I thought it was just like a cultural thing. Yeah. Like the tongue thing.
What was that?
It's like a thing.
Okay, I just have seen a lot of
cultural
memes.
thing.
Okay, seen her like, yeah. Anyway, it's been in a lot of memes recently.
It's been a lot of memes. Are you a big meme guy?
I am. What do you meme?
I love that game. Do you have any more news for us?
I'm done.
I have a really great interview planned for you coming up. Sorry, it's been so long since we last talked. I don't really like talk to a lot of people because my job means I put on pants for you kind of today though, so that's a big step. Did my hair. Anyway, so great interview prepared for you next with Jonetta of My Inspiration Studio. She does inspirational journals. Do you journal at all?
I don't.
Have you ever wanted to start journaling?
Not really.
What are you gonna do when you're like 70 years old and then you like realize like, I want to know what I was like when I was 20? Like you aren't gonna have any recollection of this.
I guess, I don't know. I'll figure that out.
I'd be so sad. Jonetta in the interview said she has a journal from when she was in 5th grade and she like she's like read it again. I love that type of stuff. I write novels for myself.
I'd probably be like, why was I such an idiot back then?
Yeah, and it's so great to see how much you've grown.
Yeah.
You should start.
Maybe.
I feel like you don't like reading or writing.
I don't like
really
reading,
doing anything.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you even stand for?
I have to read too much at work.
You don't even. Wow, you're really doing that today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to share this with everyone you know. Be sure to subscribe, follow, buy everything available for purchase on the website. You see these mugs?
There is no drink included in them. So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, okay. Great to see you guys. We will see you next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the interview. See you next time. Hello, I'm here with Jonetta of My Inspiration Studio. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Thanks for asking. Doing fine. I appreciate you so much for being on the show. I am so impressed by you. We're obviously in your space right now, your Inspiration Studio. Already feeling inspired. It smells good in here. There's some good music playing. What gave you this idea?
Wow. it's been kind of an evolving business. My background is in counseling and educational psychology and university administration. And I've always really loved helping people.
Okay.
And kind of really being in that space where helping people to be present and really helping them to kind of tap into who they are and who they're becoming. So that's kind of my background, and then I started my business kind of by happenstance. I left my job so that I could be a full-time mom.
Okay.
And thought I would do that for a little bit, but ended up starting a stationery design business.
Really? Okay.
And so that was a lot of fun for about 4 years. And then I kind of started to burn out because I felt like I was doing more order filling and order taking than I was really able to add my creativity to it. So I was loving working with paper. That has always kind of been my little thing. I'd just go buy paper and there would be really no rhyme or reason for it. But I just loved beautiful paper and loved creating with it. And so I really loved that part of the business and wanted to figure out how could I continue to do that. And I was having a conversation with my husband. It was 2006 and Dr. King's papers were up for auction. They were going to take Dr. King's writings and his papers, and they were up for auction. And the city of Atlanta, the mayor was Shirley Franklin then, and they were trying to figure out how can we bring Dr. King's papers home. My husband and I were having this conversation about how significant and important it was to have Dr. King's writings. And my husband said, we should all have papers. And in that moment, I said, I should create journals. And so that started me down this really cool path of learning how to do bookbinding and kind of creating a unique style that was functional but affordable. And so I started making journals and kind of let my other part of my stationery business kind of go by the wayside.
Just fade away. Yes.
And I did that for a little bit and really kind of got into the flow of the creating and the making. But I kind of felt there was this component that was missing. I had always been a journaler, and I'd always really felt like it was such a great release, and I felt like it was a really wonderful way for me to connect with myself. And I realized that as much as I loved making the product, what was really important to me is that I wanted to be able to share with people the benefit of journaling and how it can be so helpful in just helping you navigate through life.
Yeah.
So over time, I pretty much just kind of created this business, which is a really great reflection of the light that I want to bring into the world, and still helps me fulfill my creative passion, but also lets me be able to share with people and help them to understand how journaling is so beneficial. In 2010, I got my coaching certification and some other group facilitation certifications, and really kind of started putting this business together. And it's evolved, and I've done lots of different things and collaborated with other people, and so it finally just became what it is today.
So what were you doing before? Like, what was your corporate job, or what were you doing before?
So I was working on my last job was at Georgia State University in career services.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was at Emory and worked for some educational consulting companies, but it was really all about leadership and life skill development, whether that was personally or professionally, helping people kind of figure out their way through college. And then again, like I said, I ended up with in career services, and that was a little bit more about the professional aspect of it, but I really enjoyed connecting with people at that time. Georgia State was very much still your non-traditional aged university. So you had a lot of people that were returning to school after being in the workforce for a while. I had delayed going to school, and so I had an opportunity just to work with people ages 18 to 60. And I really enjoyed that. So
now, when you were younger, were you always interested in helping people, and did you journal as a child?
Oh, definitely. I still have some of my 5th grade journals.
Oh, that's so exciting to look back
to
at
go
that.
back and be like, oh, that's what you're thinking. I've always been a journaler, always loved the paper and the making and creativity and the arts. I grew up in the Southwest, grew up in El Paso, Texas, went to college in New Mexico, And so I definitely have always had that Southwestern, Native American culture, Mexican culture kind of background, and I really that was where I really began that whole thing of, creative colors, and really knew at an early age that I loved bringing people together.
Yeah.
I loved the idea of helping people to think not just about the external, but about the internal. And I've always felt like that's one of the things, our education system really focuses on external education, but not the internal. And so that has always been something of interest to me.
So you've always been, very in tune with yourself. Now, if you have, during one of your coaching sessions that you do here in the studio, if you have someone that comes to you and they're used to the more external expression, or tell me what's your coaching style? How do you kind of help them to bring it all in?
Well, again, it's kind of like that, meeting people where they are, and having people to, sometimes it's the first time people have really stopped and thought about who they are. A lot of people, and there's always been different times where I have different clients that have similar stories. There was one while when I really had several clients that were empty nesters, and they were coming out of that phase of spent, primarily moms that had spent that time really pouring into their kids. And kids had gone off, and they're kind of like, wow, it's time to think about
Who
me.
am I?
And or younger students that are just kind of getting ready to go off into the world, and, getting ready to graduate, and stopping and thinking, okay, so I've been spending all this time working on grades and tests and that kind of thing, and now it's my time, but who am I? And so that's really where we start, just kind of having a moment to really be still, and I really try to incorporate, a lot of different things like aromatherapy, and just helping people to kind of be calm.
It is very calming in here.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
is it like eucalyptus or lavender or something?
So yeah, there's kind of a mix. There's a little citrus in there,
Yeah.
a little lavender, and so it's all very that would be very calming, very centering. So I always kind of incorporate aromatherapy in my sessions, but really kind of ask people some questions that they've never thought about before.
Now, when they come in for the events or the classes, is it normally people that know each other, or is it people that is everyone strangers?
It can be a mix.
Okay.
I oftentimes find that if we're doing a group thing, someone will bring a friend. I always encourage bring a friend. I always say it's a group experience, but it's very personal. Sometimes people want to come into the space and they don't want to, have anybody that they know. I want people to be comfortable sharing, but it's not a requirement.
Now, are they journaling as well as verbally?
There's always journaling.
There's always journaling.
There's always journaling. There's always this component where I kind of introduce journaling as part of the process. So I really try to steer clear from a how-to journal kind of a process. I really want people to think of journaling as a companion on their journey, and help them think about ways that, I never thought about actually writing that down, actually making that a part of my process. So we can be talking about goal setting. We can be talking about how do you move forward if you're stuck, or if you're going through transition in life, new job, getting out of a relationship, getting into a relationship, kids going away, having a new job, like all of those different transitions and things that happen that are very important in our life. And sometimes we just have that mentality of just push through.
Right.
But a lot of those things will make you kind of have like that, that on the cruise ship, kind of like, whoa, what was that, And we need to stop and recognize and identify that that's huge in our life, and pause. And so that's a lot of what I do in both individual sessions and group sessions. We always start by pausing.
So Jonetta, now we have one of your inspiration boxes, which is something brand new that you just introduced. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, the idea behind the inspiration box was to kind of help people create their own journaling practice or their own journaling ritual. I feel like oftentimes the idea of journaling for some people can be overwhelming, kind of intimidating. Like, what am I supposed to do?
What do I say?
Yeah.
How often do I do
what
it?
do I do? And you're staring at this blank page, and it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. So I created the inspiration box as kind of a gift to yourself. A lot of people purchase them from others, which is also wonderful. But it really is a gift and kind of your own, do on your own kit for journaling and then just for, again, navigating through things that are happening in your life. So this one is a matter of moments, and there's a quote on the cover.
And you make the journals.
I make the journals
in-house.
And that's, that's kind of like my fun little, I would say it's very contemplative practice for me, where it's very meditative for me to make them. So
how do you make them in-house? Like, tell me your process of putting this together.
So it's all raw materials, and I'll show you. There's hanging in the back of my studio. There are these really large sheets of paper. A lot of people think that they're fabric when they walk in the door.
I did think it was fabric.
Yeah, people think they're fabric, but they are large sheets of all handmade paper. A couple of machine made in there, but mostly handmade paper, and they're all environmentally friendly. So they are all either 100% tree-free or 100% recycled papers. And I try to go with things that just, speak to me. So everybody has their thing that they connect with. I connect with paper. And so I kind of know the paper tells me what it wants to say.
Yeah.
So this particular journal really wanted to have this quote from Rose Kennedy on the cover, which is, "Life isn't a matter of milestones, but of moments." And I really think that that's a good summary of personal growth and really understanding and being very present. Like, it's a moment. We're here. This is what we have right now. And it's important what we do with this moment and how we show up in the world, how we exist. So that's what this paper said to me. Created the journal. It starts with complete raw materials.
Very cool. So you get this, so you have a matching pin in there as well.
To have a matching
That's
pen.
so cool. Gotta have a matching
I
pen.
like some nice accessories.
It also
Matching
smells
pen.
good because there's an oil inside. So tell me about the inspiration oil and how you kind of came up with, making that go hand in hand.
So I've got 10 inspiration oils, and the idea was to create oils that help to enhance the practice. I'm all about a whole ritual and a practice and kind of getting everything set up, making it really cool for myself. I've always loved candles, and I've been working with and playing with essential oils for like 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
So
I feel like essential oils got really cool probably like 3 years ago or so. I didn't really know what it was. I knew about incense, but essential oils were definitely more recent.
Essential oils are like, it's that whole new explosion.
Yeah, very
Which
trendy
is great.
now.
Which is great. But
It's good for you.
Yeah, I'm like, that's wonderful. But I was joking with my husband last night. He's at a hotel in Santa Ana, California, and he said that they had by the on the nightstand they had an essential oil blend for guests at the hotel. And I thought, when you first got me, my husband bought me my first set of oils like 25 years ago. Actually, it was like 23 years ago, because he'll say we haven't been married that long. But and I said, would you have ever thought when you got me those first oils, when I kept saying I'm really into this essential oils, and I had a book and all this other thing that
You had a book?
I had a book back then about essential oils.
Did you write a book?
No, I didn't write it. I had it.
Okay. So I was like, that's
Had I
a whole
written
other
it,
episode.
We're doing different things now, but I had a book on essential oils, and it was just such a cool concept to me, and I really found the healing properties to be amazing. So I created these oils. They're for diffusing, and they come with ceramic diffuser and also a little beeswax candle. And I'd love to talk to you all about why beeswax candles are really important.
Everything's very environmentally friendly in here, which I love. That's good.
They are, and they help clear the air.
Yeah.
So it's this concept of this is helping to clear. This is helping to open you up. This particular oil is the contemplation oil, so it really helps with being present, being mindful, and kind of helping to open your mind and open your heart. And that's really important when you're journaling.
What's one oil, like when you're journaling, what's one oil that you always kind of go to?
I would always say I'm diffusing right now is Envision.
Envision.
Because I really enjoy thinking about what's next. You know, not in a rushed or hurried kind of way, but I really do enjoy with my journaling, kind of really being present about what's going on, but then also kind of like, okay, but what's next? You know, so.
Now, what is next for you? You have this very cool studio. You're hosting classes and events in here. You introduce the oils and the boxes. Do you have anything coming up?
I do. I am getting ready to start doing some online classes.
Okay.
So
for your coaching and
it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be something really unique. And I try to keep going with that, but you'll get a box, and there will be a class that goes with the box. And so there will be probably about 5 or 6 sessions within each class, but it'll kind of help you kind of get going with your journaling practice, helping you be able to use the components of the box, but then also being able to add my different antidotes and things that I'm encouraging you about. And so that's something that's super different because I love in-person interaction.
yeah.
I love having people come to the space, and I love coaching one-on-one in person. But I felt like it would be really cool to kind of be able to help people along the way with the practice, so that they felt like, wow, I've got this really great box and all these really cool components. And even though I always have like a little, little curriculum inside to kind of help you along the way, I think it would be great to kind of have my voice and kind of guide you through and have that, again, a little bit more of a personal interaction than you just having the box alone.
I love that.
I'm excited about that.
I'm excited for that too. Do you have any advice for someone that's just starting on their journal? Like they're just starting on their journaling journey?
I always say there's no rules in journaling, and then I start saying, okay, well, yes, there's 2 rules in journaling. Date all of your entries.
Did you date all of your entries from 5th grade?
I did not, but I just remember there's some dates in there, but every single entry was not dated, so from month to month. But usually, I knew that with my 5th grade journal. I knew what year it was and kind of what was going on. But it's really, it's one of those things. You may be the kind of journaler that may never, ever, ever go back and look at your writings. Perfectly fine and wonderful.
Do you
don't
go back?
have to. Not generally.
Not
Not
generally.
now.
So it's just good in that moment to kind of contemplate and get inspiration from that, and then
The real benefit is you actually doing the practice. There is benefit if you do want to go back and look at what you've written, and you can kind of say, hey, when I was going through this thing last time, what were some of the things that I did, or what was I thinking, or what did I learn in that process? Or to be able to say, hey, I've grown, and this is where I was then, this is where I am now.
I love doing that.
The other rule that I say that you really have to do is to be authentic. Be 100% authentic. I know sometimes people have concerns about, I'm writing this down, what if somebody reads it? And there's other things, and I talk about that in all of my classes, and how you can work on really being 100% true to yourself and true to what you're writing down, and how to let go of the fear that somebody's going to read this. But being authentic is 100% necessary.
Jonetta, thank you so much for doing this. I occasionally journal. I write little novels about just my life and certain eras that I've gone through. So I love this. I also love paper. So this has been one of my favorite interviews, to be honest.
Yay.
Super fascinating. Tell people how they can find the inspiration boxes.
Inspiration boxes are online at myinspirationstudio.com. And you can always come to the studio. The studio is located in Decatur.
Where it's free.
Seconds away from the Cat Farmers Market. So you can always come by. I always suggest that you call ahead.
Okay.
But I'm in and out, but I'm always happy to make appointments, and I'm usually here every day, so just want to make sure that I'm here to receive you. And those are the 2 main ways that you can get the box.
Now, are you on Instagram and Facebook?
I am. My Instagram handle is Jonetta Journals, and you can find me on Facebook at My Inspiration Studio.
Perfect. Jonetta, thank you so much. We look forward to your online classes, the boxes. Do they come in the mail?
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Well, perfect.
Ship, or if you're local and you need a delivery, you're like, I need it right now, we will pop that right over to you. So we will get it to you.
Thank you so much, Jonetta.
Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, to like everything, into physical sight.